Good day, beautiful people. Today we are making some vegan cornbread with some yams, and here are the ingredients. This is a vegan recipe, so I'll be replacing the egg with aquafaba. Here I'll measure out my 1 cup of cornmeal. To melt my butter, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the cast iron skillet and set it in the oven. That way the skillet is also getting conditioned and oiled to receive the cornbread. Preheating the oven to 375. Here's our 1 cup of cornmeal, 1 1/4 cup of almond milk because this is a vegan recipe. Now, if you want to make this buttermilk, some people they add vinegar, but we're not doing that here. I'm adding brown sugar instead of white sugar, and I'm not adding as much as the recipe calls for. Here's the 1 cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Now here's our egg replacement, which is our aquafaba. And aquafaba is the liquid that comes off of garbanzo or chickpeas. So I'm just going to strain the aquafaba liquid out, and I'm going to take my tablespoon measurement. Now I'm adding in the melted butter, and I'm going to leave a good bit of it in the pan because I want to leave the pan coated very well so that it gives the cornbread some crispy edges. For this recipe, I cheated when it came to the yams, so I just got a can of yams, and I'm going to take a bit of it out, and I'm just going to try to get as much liquid off of it as I possibly can, and I will be adding this to the cornbread mix. Now that everything's all nice and mixed, I'm going to add the cornbread mixture to the cast iron skillet. And as you can see, some of those nice chunks and pieces of yam are in there. And you can also see the butter uprising over the edges. And that's what's going to give your cornbread a nice crispy, buttery edge. So I let this cook on 375 for about 35 minutes. That's also going to depend on your oven and where you are. And I also turn the oven on broil for about 2 minutes. And you need to watch it when it's on broil to make sure you don't get it too brown on the top. And so after that, it was done. I just set it out to cool for a little bit. So here's the finished product. It turned out pretty good. It's actually pretty moist as well. And I'm going to add some vegan butter to the top. Now, you can add honey if you'd like, but at that point it wouldn't be vegan because honey is a byproduct of, bees. But if you wanted to add any more brown sugar or agave or whatever you wanted to add some sweetness to it, because again, I didn't add a whole lot of brown sugar to my particular recipe. But I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think.